Bien. So welcome Diego, Juliana, and Rafael. So it's past 8 in the morning, and we'd better start the session now, because as you know, the time's running and we have to use it most of, or as much as we can. In this case, we have to use it correctly and take the time to go over the last topics, to talk about the stories, and to talk about today's topic. And as you remember, is the conditional number 2. So there's two different things on this session. So the first one is the space where we are going to share that story about customs, the entertainment, the horror part, the evil part, or the positive things. So I just need you to tell me if you are listening well, if you can understand, and so that we can start the session. Bien, Rafael, ya lo compartió. Entonces, por favor, confirmen si están escuchando bien, si hay alguna interferencia. Si pueden compartir pantalla, sería excelente cuando hablen de su historia. Y como mostrar, mira, yo encontré esto y esto y esto. ¿Sí? La idea es que se hable en inglés. Esa es la parte importante. Exponer o que mi uso de inglés sea, digamos, utilizado la mayor parte de lo que yo tome la palabra. Bien, Diego, Julián y Rafael, bueno, por ahora estoy con ustedes tres. Parece que no se logra la conexión con Diana, con William y con Jesús. Entonces, inicio con ustedes tres. Por favor, confírmenme que estén escuchando bien, que no haya interferencia, que se escuche principalmente bien, que se entienda bien.
Se escucha bien, profe.
Ok. Bien, y Rafael, ¿me escuchas bien también? Hello, Rafael, ¿me escuchas? Bueno, no sé si tiene pronto alguna falla técnica. These technical struggles. Bueno, o issues, ¿no? Estos hay varios sinónimos hablando de problemas. Puede ser básicamente el primer término como problem, issue, struggle, inconvenient. Estos cuadros se refieren a un problema o un inconveniente. Pues es ciertamente algo como sinónimo, pero se pueden utilizar en diferentes espacios. Bueno, en este caso podría ser an inconvenient. An issue, si es referente como a algo, o sea, algo técnico. Por ejemplo, al celular tengo problemas with my phone, with my computer. Sí, como algo técnico. Bien, entonces, en ese orden de ideas, recordando lo que cada uno va a hablar. Entonces, primero me gustaría como hablar de la parte de las historias, escucharlos, cómo estamos utilizando este lenguaje, qué tanto vocabulario, o qué tan fluido, qué tan lento, ¿sí? O cómo voy a expresar cómo es esa historia, como escucharlos y analizar esta parte, o esta habilidad básicamente que es speaking, ¿sí? Para escucharlos, para aprender un poco más de esta festividad que pasó. That was the Halloween. Entonces, vamos a hacerlo como de abajo hacia arriba. ¿Sí? Like upside down, or from the bottom to the top on my list. So that order would be Rafael, then Juliana, and then Diego. Entonces inicio con Rafael para que nos compartas, por favor, si quieres. Sería como chévere que compartas la pantalla para que podamos ver qué encontraste, ¿sí? Y nos hables sobre lo que nos compartiste también hace un momento por el chat de la reunión. Así que de hecho hay varias partes para analizar. Pero bueno, entonces queremos escucharte, Rafael. This space is for you.
Okay, so I found a little bit about why is the use of the customs during Halloween, and I found that in France, the tradition of customs born during the All Saints' Day. By the other way, the spirit customs were used by criminals in those days to commit misdeed and accuse the evil spirits for their disasters, um, because they used customs of spirits and devils or things like that. Mm, and this made ground because the people in that time were too cradle about those things. Mm, but currently it is very uh, used because it's a part of this holiday to wear costumes. Now it's very common to watch the people uh, wearing costumes in these days as a tradition, but not as something spiritual or something like that, but something more for entertainment. The tradition um, says that the customs are worn by the people as a talisman to avoid the death in the tradition. It's like a way to make fun of the dead. There are too many stories about that as Jack o' Lantern, and that said that this person was a very angry person, was a person who liked to fight too much with other people and get mad with a lot of things. But this dude was very intelligent and clever. In some occasion, the devil came to ask for its soul by himself, and he uh, said to him that if the devil wanted his soul, should buy to him a drink, a beer, in a bar. But he did something with the position of the money, forming a cross, and the devil could not take it itself, and capturing to the devil, making him promise to never come back after its soul. Finally, when the time of his death come, Jack could not go to hell, but could not go to heaven too. So when he asked to the devil where should he go, the devil answered that he should go mm, for when he has come. So this person is on the limbo. It's said by the legend, and this legend said that during Halloween's day, everyone can see him.
So that was it, Rafael.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, it's very interesting, and I think we should or we ought to talk everything about this in English because it's like a conspiration, we can say that a, or it's like a horror story when people think that you can ask for a favor, a big favor to the devil, but this has a big consequence. That means that if you want something, and I think this is part of the story that Rafael was talking, that if you want, let's suppose you want to be famous or you're gonna get a lot of money, and you offer your soul to the devil, and the devil takes your soul, and that means also that you're not gonna go to the heaven or what is the religion telling us every day that if you want to be a good Christian, a good someone, a good person, just a good person, you have to follow the rules or or the same rules, you know, dictated by God or by the religion. Most of us can be, I'm just thinking that or most of us are Catholics. We are, or Christian, at least Christian. But this is what the religion say. But I want to listen. What can what is your opinion about Raphael's story and what he has just said to us? In this order, I want to listen Juliana and Diego because you guys were the first one in the session, and I want you to talk about what you understand and what you think about this. Is it true? Or even do you consider that these famous people? I mean, there are two questions. Do you think it's true that you can offer your soul and there are these evil entities that wants your soul to give you a power to give you something in this life? And what do you think about to see a spirit, a ghost, a phantom going through a stairway, staying in a house? There's a couple stories that you can see, but there are also people that think that those things just are not existing in this life and just are, stories to scare people. Entonces, en ese orden de ideas, escuchar qué opinan. Bueno, Diego y Juliana, ya luego pasaremos a Jesús y con William, que bueno, también ingresaron a la sesión. Acuérdense que lo importante ahora es hablar, iniciar sobre esa historia que investigamos, sobre lo que decidimos que íbamos a hablar y opinar, ¿no? Básicamente lo importante es escuchar y opinar en inglés. ¿Sí? Listo. Entonces, Diego, Juliana, para luego continuar con Juliana y luego con Diego. Bueno, o Jesús o William, que acaban de ingresar, si tienen algún comentario sobre lo que alcanzaron a escuchar de Rafael, ¿sí? Sí, es cierto, yo pienso que sí, ¿no? ¿Cuál es tu opinión? Básicamente es lo importante. What is your opinion? Is the main thing, or in this case, is the most important thing to share your opinion? So what do you think about this? Or is it true? Is it fake? Jesus,
Good
tell us.
morning, teacher.
Good
I
morning.
listen few about the Rafael's stories.
Okay. What do you think?
No, I listen very few, teacher.
Okay. And what do you think about what I said? Do you think you can offer your soul to the devil to get something that you want in this life? Maybe to be rich, to be a powerful man, to have a power, to be very strong, to listen in kilometers. Is it true? What do you think about this, Jesus?
About the devil in this
not the devil, that you can offer your soul. You know, the religion says, or some people say that we have a body, we have a spirit, and the soul, and you can offer one of these things to the devil.
Mm, no.
Bueno, entonces, continuemos en este caso, continuamos con Juliana, luego con Diego. Juliana, entonces tu temática era, o es en este caso, lo positivo y relacionado a la familia. Entonces, para escucharte, perdón, si quieres compartir tu pantalla, por favor hazlo. Pero entonces inicia en este momento para escucharte.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I talk about the Halloween and family. So Halloween is very old celebration, although it had its beginning in the United States. Right? It's also celebrated in much of the world. Although many Christians don't celebrate, there are many people who do. It's highly anticipated by children as they can dress up as their favorite superhero of, or cartoon. Adults also participate in the celebration, sometimes accompanying their children. This celebration is currently an important space in families because children are the ones who have the most fun with the celebration. Therefore, it allows families to be together on this date, making their children's costumes. Um, Everyone decorate their pumpkins, sometimes decorate their houses. Although due to current situation in the world, it couldn't be celebrated as did before. Many people dressed up with their children but celebrate at home. Uh, that's all, teacher, about my
Okay.
story. Or right.
Okay. I want to ask, in this case, to all of you, do you think is or are you agree about dressing up the children? You know, girls or boys between 2 and 10 years old, because there are some people still saying that there is not good, because you don't have to dress up your kid, your son, your daughter, your sister, your brother as evil, as a zombie, as an angel. You know, this is not good because the religion is saying that there is not good, because you are offering and you are somehow, approving or going as the way that these evil things are going. That you are not, or you're not supposed to do these things. I mean, you can ask for candies, you can eat candies, you can celebrate in family, but they're not agree about dressing up, about getting a costume for your kid. Entonces, ¿ustedes están de acuerdo o no acerca de esa parte? Que dicen que no está bien disfrazar a los niños. So, are you agree about this thing or not? Y la cuestión es decir, porque, por ejemplo, bueno, aquí confirmando, con William también me escucha bien. para que comentes sobre esto. ¿Estás de acuerdo o no estás de acuerdo? ¿O tu familia lo hacen o no lo hacen?
Yes, teacher. Um,
¿Yes estás de acuerdo o
sí, de acuerdo.
okay, en why?
Oh, no, no, mentiras. ¿Está de acuerdo en que de que los niños sí usen disfraz?
Sí, si en tu familia lo hacen o no lo hacen, si te sientes de acuerdo, te parece que es hacerle una ofrenda al diablo o que está mal o está bien.
No. Sometimes my family uh, uh, wear customs and something like that, but it not not to be with the devil or something like that because it's like a celebration or to be in family and spend time with other other people or something like that.
Ok,
uh, and that's it, I
ok,
think.
thank you, William. Bien, entonces, continuando con las historias o con esa parte en la que se investigó un poco para hablar del tema hoy, entonces continuaría Diego, luego Jesús y luego William. Recuerden por favor de compartir como una parte o pues para que no sea como algo tan extenso, pero sí una parte de lo que investigaron por el chat para que todos podamos como ver, bueno, está hablando sobre esto, de que si de pronto hay algo que yo no escuché, lo pueda leer en ese comentario. En este caso continúa Diego. Diego, por favor, entonces compártenos algo de lo que investigaste por el chat, como para también tener como ese apoyo de lectura, mientras que nos habla sobre sobre tu tema. En este caso, pues tienes los disfraces, no sé. Entonces, en este caso, queremos escucharte para saber qué nos quieres contar y qué nos vas a hablar. ¿Listo? Entonces, you go now.
Okay. Um, the customs in the history. The history says that the Scots was the promoter of this celebration, because they had fears of the ghost, and they tried hunt of the ghost. They weren't masked, because they thought that in this way they can hunt um, of the ghosts and spirits. Um, yeah, for that they want the mask and other things for hunt the of the ghost. In my opinion, I think this celebration is good and currently. Before it was a little strong, and okay. mm, For me, Halloween is a date for children and adults. Um, for example, the children use cartoon costumes, see costumes, and that is good because they can be that characters uh, that always have wanted. Yes, that is my opinion.
Yeah, well, thank you, Diego. And as so far, we have three different things. One was about Raphael, and he was saying that the purpose was to make fun of the Halloween. Then then Juliana talked about the good thing, to be together with all or relative with all the family. And now Diego says that the purpose is to celebrate because it's a special day to celebrate. And this is about the happiness of the children having a candy or eating a candy or having or spending time with their parents. And this is the good thing. I know that there are some bad, thoughts and stories about this 31st on October, but we have to, I don't know, it's about what part do you want to see? Which which thing is most important to you? To see a kid, a boy, a little boy asking for candies and having fun and being happy with the family, or because we can also talk about that when there are some evil people giving or doing the satanic things about the or for the evil. But anyway, it's there are different sides to see, but I think we can all, but we can most of the time try to look at the bright side. You know, I don't know if you understand or if you know the expression "look at the bright side." Well, please, if you know, please tell me. ¿Conocen este término, esta expresión? Look at the bright side. Y bueno, luego continuaríamos con Jesús y luego con William. Listo, entonces, bueno, voy a dejar por aquí la expresión, para que la lean ahorita. Por favor, Jesús, te vas preparando. Look at the bright side. Bien, ese era el término que utilicé, perdón, la side de lado. Se quedó como side. Bien. Entonces, Jesús, por favor, te preparas para que compartas. Recuerda compartir algo escrito para tener como ese apoyo de lectura mientras que compartes y expones. Y bueno, entonces esperamos para que inicies.
Profe, ¿puedo como compartir la pantalla mía?
Claro, mucho mejor si lo puedes hacer.
Voy entonces. No sé, ahí ya la pueden ver. Oh. ¿La pueden ver ya?
Sí, sí.
Ah, bueno, listo. Entonces, pues esto fue utilizando lo de la voz, lo de la tarea. Ahí está subrayado. Bueno, el tema mío era The Dark Faces Halloween. Based in the occultism theory, the Halloween is a celebration with a dark face. So, the Halloween is created by the Satanics. Also, tells that exists a door that communicate the human world with the spiritual world. And this door is opening for this date. Furthermore, in this past, this tradition consists in ask for an offerings meal for each family. And today, this process is simulated by us. Although in this egg wasn't a prank lark, the punish for who not gave the offering. So, for the family was thrown a curse by the executioner. And all these insignias are associated with the wickedness, such as the blood, the ghost, the buried, the leprechaun, or the revenge for will not give you something that you are asking for. And this is a personality. I think that is all this is real and is bad, and because of the the history, and these attitudes are dark, and so have something, some days for celebrate the for the childs, no necessary this in this date. And
Los datos de Hola, Jesús, buenos días, ¿me escuchas? Hubo un apagón que me pude conectar y parece que no puedo inmediatos, pero bueno, si me puede escuchar, continúa.
pues ya eso era. ¿Sí me escucharon todo o fue que se cortó a mitad de la...
I can hear the teacher.
Sí lo escuchamos, compañero. Que tiene problemas es el
Compañero,
profesor.
sí, el profesor no.
Listo, continúa.
Pues estaba diciendo que de have more years in the have more days in the year for celebrate the child's day, not necessary this day, because of these days is one day for the satanics. So I think that we not have take this day for celebrate. In my opinion, personal opinion.
Buenas cuando estás iniciando, eh, eh, vamos a and the algorithm
Compañeros, entonces, ¿quién faltaba exponer la historia para que la comparta? Pues el profesor dice que las acaben de compartir. No sé qué piensan ustedes.
Yo estoy de acuerdo para que pues, la próxima clase nos ahorremos eso.
Sí, entonces, pues, el que falte o quienes falten, pues, adelante.
¿Quién ya expuso? Usted, Juliana también, ¿cierto?
Sí, yo ya expuse. Creo
Yo,
que
Rafael,
falta,
Rafael y William, ¿no?
No, yo ya
creo que
expuse.
falta William.
falta
¿Falta
Rafael, creo.
William?
Creo que
Solo
William.
falto yo, creo.
Dale, compañero, te escuchamos.
Listo. Por ahí creo que ya mandé una fotico al chat, si lo quieren leer. Sin embargo, lo voy a leer. Dice, Balloon Boy es una story of terror history. Three middle school boys decided to roll the town the witch's house. Rumored to be a witch, the woman lived on the outskirts of the mall town, and no one ever saw her. Her yard was overgrown, and the house was in a, in a state of disrepair. They waited until it was late at night and sneaked out of their houses and met at the edge of town where they walked to the witch's house. It was dark and cold. No light or warmth could be seen inside or outside the house. The only thing resembling Halloween was an orange helium-filled balloon tied on the front door. With muffled wiggles, the boys went to work tossing rolls of toilet paper up into the trees. Mm, Overgrown strawberry onto the roof of the house. They were nearly finished when a black cat mewed by the front door. Startled, the kids stopped like frozen statues. A puff of black smoke emerged from the house. Two of the boys sprinted across the yard, but the third one tripped and fell in front of the smoke and was quickly engulfed. Screaming and crying, he found himself lifted from the ground and being drawn toward the front door. He panicked. He cried for, for his friends, but they were long gone. He sobbed for his mommy when he found himself inside the orange balloon. Struggling against the Miller prison, he pounded his fists against the elastic walls. Happy Halloween, my mischievous imp, came the crackling voice as Cat shape-shifted into the witch. She reached up and untied the balloon. She stood looking as the screaming boy drifted up higher and higher over the sleeping town, never to be seen again. The story of the balloon boy spread through the town, but was considered an urban legend created to explain the mysterious disappearance of the unfortunate missing boy. So the story tells that the missing boy into the orange balloon. That's it.
I have a question. Where is the place where this happened, or you don't know?
No, not saying it's the witch's house.
Vale, vale.
In into the witch's house.
Acá
Word say that the teacher.
el profesor acá acaba de decir que sobre el condicional 2 lo que el profesor dice acá en el WhatsApp sobre el condicional 2 dice, para este punto comparte el pantallazo de los ejercicios donde se evalúan condicional 0, 1 y 2. ¿Alguien tiene conocimiento de eso? Porque en mi caso no, yo no sé.
Yo tampoco tengo eso.
co- El condicional es de la clase pasada, del if. Si, por ejemplo, yo voy a hacer algo, pasa tal cosa, ¿no?
Sí,
Por ejemplo,
¿Tienen los pantallazos?
Hola, buenos días para todos nuevamente. ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me pueden escuchar?
Sí,
Señor.
profe, lo escuchamos.
Bien, no sé qué sucedió. Tuve que utilizar el celular para ingresar a Teams. Entonces, por favor, entonces para cortar la sesión y para, digamos que no estar con más inconvenientes durante esto, no pensé que fuera a tener tanto inconveniente con esto. Pero bueno, lo importante, entonces, ya luego de compartir, me gustaría escuchar si William compartió su historia, porque igual solamente hacía falta Jesús y William, para luego, entonces, como les mencionaba por el WhatsApp, que compartieran el desarrollo de las actividades en ese test. Si me permiten un momento, les reenvío otra vez el link, puede ser por WhatsApp, pero ese pantallazo debe estar compartido aquí en Teams. Es un link donde encuentras unos ejercicios donde evalúan o testean el condicional 0, el 1 y el 2, que era el cual era para como, tomarlo como para investigación para poder realizar este completo, ¿sí? Como nos evalúan el 2 y no habíamos llegado hasta el 2, entonces por favor, digamos que si ya lo hicieron y dejaron el pantallazo, bien, pero entonces quienes no, por favor realizan estos ejercicios, ¿sí? De todas maneras voy a reenviar el link para que ustedes digan, si ya lo hicieron, digan, bueno, listo, ya lo hice, y si no, por favor que lo realicen y compartan ese pantallazo por aquí por Teams, ¿listo? Entonces sería que nos reunamos nuevamente en la próxima sesión, que sería el martes de la otra semana, martes 10 de noviembre. Nos estaríamos acercando a la fecha final de nuestras sesiones. Recuerden, por favor, que la última semana se realiza un examen de speaking, ¿sí? Entonces, para que lo tengan en cuenta, para que se estén enterando desde ya, para que tengan tiempo. Recuerden que lo que se evaluará va a ser la temática vista, nada más, ¿sí? O sea, lo que hemos visto, eso mismo es lo que se va a evaluar de manera oral, o sea, en speaking, ¿sí? Entonces, por ahora, para no alargarnos más, por favor, William, confírmame si ya, bueno, entre todos, si ya compartieron sus historias, se escucharon, que es lo importante, y para pues finalizar la sesión de hoy, porque pues con los inconvenientes que tenemos sería más complejo.
Sí, señor, ya finalizamos las posiciones.
Ok, listo. Entonces, por favor, realizan los ejercicios.
Sí, señor.
¿Sí, William? Ok, bien.
Sí, señor.
Entonces, por favor, terminan los ejercicios, comparten ese pantallazo por aquí por Teams y nos reunimos nuevamente el próximo martes a las 8 nuevamente. Estar un poco más temprano, 5 minuticos antes para estar pendientes de que se inicie la sesión, para que no sea a las 8 en punto yo estar esperando unos 5 minutos para tomar la mayor cantidad de tiempo de nuestro horario y bueno, utilizarlo, digamos, a totalidad, ¿sí? Entonces, no siendo más, entonces, y bueno, para evitar más inconvenientes, por favor recuerden los ejercicios del link, yo les voy a reenviar ese link por WhatsApp, ya lo busco y se lo reenvío, igualmente lo comparto por aquí, se va a estar por aquí y por WhatsApp, para que tengan el acceso por dos lados. Y por favor recuerden que ese pantallazo cuando realicen los ejercicios lo comparten por aquí por Teams, ¿listo? Y nos veremos el próximo martes, como les menciono, el 10, el próximo 10.
Listo, profe, gracias, que estén bien.
Listo, profe. Muchas gracias.
Okay, have a good day. Goodbye, guys.